You can change it. What do you want different?
It's just really in my face.
You can swivel it. It's on a swivel, honey. There you go. I look real fat right now. Oh, there you go. We're like in a... That's kind of natural. No, it's too bright on your face. There you go. You can switch spots.
Someone messaged you.
Oh, what up, Prue? How's it going, man? Can I put them on the screen? This is my first time.
No, I don't think so.
You can on StreamYard, so let's see.
Okay, well, we're not on whatever you're talking about. We're on YouTube. It's pretty basic.
Yeah, apparently. But this is my wife, Ashley.
Hello.
This is Working Man Reads. We're going to be doing a Q&A. And let's pull up. Oh, there's a live stream right now. We're pulling... Oh, Dark Between Pages is live. All right, your videos.
He said, living the dream.
Oh, I bet. Same with me, man. It's been pretty busy lately. So we're cranking. What you been reading, man? It's my boy Prue. So yeah, we're just gonna work our way down on our BookTube, the last video I posted with all the questions, but you want to say hi to everybody?
I already said hi.
That's true. Edward Lee, nice. I have yet to, I think Juan over at Plagued by Visions, he sent me one of them, and I can't remember what. Oh, nice. Orson Scott card. I was looking at, I think he wrote Ender's Game, and they had for like $5 at Barnes & Noble today. I was like, what? $5? That's crazy. Hey, Ken, what's going on? All the way in Japan. What's going on?
What time is it in Japan right now?
Ken's always up. He is like so supportive. So, wow, I'm pulling 6 people even with the other live going on. Shout out to those guys. I didn't mean to step on their parade, but I thought Saturday was available. Hi, Josh. Hey, man, how's it going? I wish I knew how to put these on the screen, but I'm terrible. How's it going, Dauntless?
9 in the morning on Sunday. Wow.
So,
I mean, that's not that early.
No, yeah. It's a whole, yeah, that's when I would be up.
So sure. They're like 13 hours ahead of us.
Yeah, it's probably
that's
pretty.
Crazy.
It's probably nice weather over there. So Ken has been following my channel since I started it. He was like one of the first people to comment. So hope you have a blessed day as well, my friend. I appreciate you. So everything is going well. We'll start off with the first question. So let's see. This one is from Caleb Hurich. And he says, do you have similar or completely different reading movie tastes? And what are those disagreements like? That's a good one. Because, yeah. Well, I would say like...
I think we read differently. And he likes to say we probably watch different things. But every time I'm watching something that I don't think he likes, he'll join in and then say he wants to finish the series or whatever I'm watching with me. So
it's usually what happens is, yeah, she'll start a TV show or a movie, and then I'll like be trying to, hey Jason, how's it going, man? Is that a new name for somebody I already know? Jason Cross reads books. But yeah, it's been fun. So hopefully the audio is good, guys. Let me know if we're doing all right with that. But yeah, I usually get sucked into whatever TV show she's watching because it's interesting. And I'll try to act like I'm not interested, but then I end up getting sucked in. As for books, I would say we read different books, but we'll get into that probably more in the future. But I definitely read. Oh, I'm a new booktuber. Awesome. Well, everybody go follow.
Well, welcome.
Yeah, Jason Cross reads books. Yeah, your image looked like somebody I knew, but I hope people go check out your channel. Yeah, there you go, Prue. That's what I'm saying. We're a pretty cool community here, so welcome to the party. This is Working Man Reads. But yeah, I would say she probably thinks I'm crazy for some of the stuff I read. So definitely different. I don't think we really disagree though.
No, I think the disagreements come in when I'm like, I thought you didn't want to watch the show.
Well, yeah, but
and then you're like, oh, but it was cool and it was interesting. Like I started watching You.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, she watched You first, and then I was like, this is actually pretty interesting. So, Yeah. So I now we're on the 3rd season, which if you guys aren't watching you need to go watch You. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Yeah, everybody's coming in here. Yes, this is true, but all the best people are here for sure. I respect it. All right, so let's do this one's from Jeremy Fee. So good old Jeremy Fee. I like his channel a lot. He said the age-old question, which is superior, ninjas or pirates?
Ninjas.
Ninjas?
Yeah.
I would say they're more trained. I would definitely say they're more trained, but I mean, pirates had boats.
So
and
just have, like,
firearms
nunchucks and stuff. They can, like,
This is true. They're better trained
Yeah, they're
in
speedy.
hand-to-hand combat. I would say I would take ninjas, but if we're talking like in a war, I think pirates win for sure. Oh yeah, okay. Here we go. He elaborated. If there's extra time, maybe also who would win in a physical combat situation with no weapons, caveman or spaceman? I would say probably caveman.
Wait, what?
Cavemen or spacemen in a hand-to-hand combat, like an astronaut or a caveman.
Or caveman.
Yeah, astronauts have to be in. Oh no, Kate Titus is fine. See, this is. I'm gonna remove the moderator, even though I put Nightbot in. Nightbot, just forget about him.
Ninjas all day.
Yeah, ninjas all day. Nightbot is supposed to be trying to keep the people that, you know how sometimes you get fake accounts and they'll come in your chat, and I tried to avoid that, and apparently he's attacking my actual channel people. So all right, let's see. Say Pirate's favorite letter is this. Nice. That's a good joke. Ninjas all day, but pirates are cool too. So yeah, that is a hard one to decide. But yeah, that was a very good question for something totally random. All right, this is my buddy Plagued by Visions. Juan, he says, has Josh recommended you a book? This is for you.
Okay.
So has Josh recommended you a book that you absolutely loved?
I'll say he tries to buy series for me. And at first I wasn't really into the whole series thing, but I've recently started getting into the series. But I will say that this one is one that he just recommended. And I'm already 60% done, and I've only been reading it for a week. I mean, I'm a full-time mom and I work at night, so it's kind of hard to find time to read, but I try my best. And I will say that I actually really like the book. So. Oh,
yeah. Yeah. Well, I saw that on Book Talk, the Verity or whatever. It's kind of like a thriller horror endeavor by Colleen Hoover, and we're buddy reading it. And so what chapter am I on? 16?
16, yeah.
Yeah. So I would say, yeah. I mean, I recommended that. I still think you should read Pet Sematary, but
no.
I'm telling you, it's good.
No.
It's good. I'm telling you, it's good. I'm sure everybody agrees. Just want to make sure I'm not missing any. All right. So, how about Absolutely Hated? No, well, you really haven't really read that much, like, of the books that I've read.
No.
You kind of read your own thing.
Yeah.
What is it like being married to a horror lover? Now, that's a good one.
Well, I mean, I like horror movies, so that's something that we can agree on to watch. But I'm really weird and I don't like being scared, so I don't like haunted houses. So that's probably a hard thing for him because I'm sure he wants to go, and I'm like, it was like one of our first dates.
Oh,
We
this
went
is a
to
good
a haunted
story,
house, and we were at the back, and they only allowed like 3 couples in, and we were in the back, and then you don't get scared first there. You're like one of the lingering ones, so they're just like lingering and coming really close to you. So I booked it. I passed the first couple in the haunted house, and I ran out of there. I think I stepped on somebody. I'm not even sure.
It was probably a small child. Yeah.
So
what's up, Justin? How's it going?
That's probably a funny story.
That was super sketchy. Yeah, like we were all hanging out, and we were on a double date.
We were.
I
even passed them.
Yeah, it was very embarrassing. So, and they were like a new couple, and then we were like, just probably like a month dating.
Yeah.
I don't even know. And yeah, I've never seen a grown woman run so fast. She was gone.
But I love scary movies, so I'm not. Maybe it's like the fear of it being right in front of me.
Well, it's like fight or flight. I think a lot of people act that way.
Yeah.
You don't really know until you're in the situation, I guess. But
so I guess that's what it's like being married to somebody, is that like you kind of have to put up with it, and I try it, but sometimes I don't always like it.
This is true. Yeah. Yeah. Not as much as I'm into horror. We'll put it that way. But so that was a good question. What a fun idea. Oh, this one is from Gina Stanier Books. And she said, my question is, would she ever consider starting a channel? Does she watch your videos?
I don't read enough to probably start a channel. I do bake a lot, so I do have an Instagram for my baking. I'm not pro. I'm just someone who enjoys doing it. So
I'm not pro at this. You don't have to be pro.
No, but and do I watch his videos? No, but they always pop up on my phone.
This is true. Yeah.
But I watched a few in the beginning, but I don't really watch them recently.
Well, there's like 300 of them, so eventually it probably gets stale.
Yeah.
But there's still people following me, which is impressive in itself. I thought I was going to have like 15 people forever. So power of just throwing things at the wall, I guess. But Bookbound Weirdo, how's it going? New name change, unless my computer is doing something different. But thank you for showing up. I feel like you were a different name, but it's someone saying that in here too. So I felt like you might have changed it. I ain't finna read that. Says, I don't read enough for a channel either, or watch BookTube. Yeah, but that don't stop me.
Well,
that's a good point.
To each their own, you know.
But when he does do a review, it's like a deep dive. He did one on it was like a memoir of 50 Cent. Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank on it. He's gonna be like, yeah. But I was like, this is awesome. I learned like a lot of stuff from his video. He like deep dives into books that like nobody else is talking about.
I think that I don't like other people's opinions on books, and that's probably why I don't really watch them, because same thing with like when we watch movies, we always go to like the Rotten Tomatoes and stuff, and we watched some that were rated really low, and we thought that it was okay. So for me, it's like each person has their own feelings on a book, and some people might absolutely love it and some might absolutely hate it. And that's why I don't really go off of what other people like.
Oh man, with the mic drop.
I'm just saying, I'm not gonna watch them. I watch like tutorial videos on YouTube. Like I watched Cricut because he bought me a Cricut for Christmas, and
yeah, no, I 100% agree with you that it is entirely a subjective opinion, and we are simply talking about books. Some people though,
I'm just saying that's why I would not start a channel and I don't watch videos.
Yeah, they take it serious.
I have my own opinions on things. So.
I agree. I respect it. No, that's, yeah. And I agree with you on the Rotten Tomatoes, because sometimes we'll watch a horror movie and I'll go and it'll have like a 25.
Like a 17.
And I'm like, you know what? It was entertaining. Sometimes you can have fun with things and it doesn't have to be too serious.
I don't even trust my own reviews.
yeah. Black Acre know what's going on. Me either. I mean, that's where I'm at. I was like, don't come to me if you're wanting like a literary take on a book. That's why when I do my reviews, I have like a fun section, because that's what we're doing it for, you know. I make $0 off of doing this. This is all a hobby. So, but I think you should do some baking stuff more. Yeah. Why not? Follow your dreams, my wife. All right, so now we're going to do Bookbound Weirdos question. All right, so let's say Working Woman's reads. Favorite book to movie adaptation. What is your favorite book to movie adaptation? That's a good one. That is a good one, because that's literally the book she reads.
I like reading books before I see the movies, so that's like one thing I do.
You do.
I do that all the time.
She does that, yeah.
So I have like a whole list of stuff right now that's on like Hulu and Netflix that I want to read the book first, so I'm not watching the series or anything like that. But I do think that Wonder was a very good book to movie adaptation.
Owen Wilson was in there, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I mean, I can go on about which ones I don't like, but
we watched Room.
We watched Room, and the book has a lot more detail. Obviously, I mean, they know they can't have a lot, but there are some very important details that were missed in book or in the movie. So like he was watching it and I'm like, oh, well, blah, 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 whatever. And he's like, oh, well, that would have made a little bit more sense as to why that happened. So,
yeah.
And then I read the After series, which I absolutely loved. I read them in, like a month.
Oh my God. That was the
Maybe
only
2
time
months.
she was ever reading something. And she was like, if you're.
And they're huge books too.
Yeah. She was like, if you're by a Barnes and Noble, can you stop and see if they have a copy of the next book? That was like the only time you ever did that.
Yeah. And I read that. And same thing, like their books are like this big. And they put it into an 1.5-hour movie, which you miss so many things in it. So
from what I've heard from other people that read the After series, like on Book Talk and stuff, is that the movies aren't nearly as good.
No, because you miss so much. How can you put an 800-page book into an 1.5-hour movie? You can't.
Well, you can't. You just got to Peter Jackson it and just make like 5 movies.
I mean, that's what. They're doing all the movies, and they're naming them after the books, but they're not doing enough. Like they need to continue doing more. I
agree. Bring them out. Plus they're funny to watch you like say that never happened. You get all like salty sometimes. But I would say my favorite book to movie adaptation is the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I think that they just did fantastic, and they stand the test of time. You can watch them today and they're entertaining. So it's a solid one. Oh, she has a part 2. What book, movie, music do you two butt heads over the most?
We don't really read the same books. Movies, we kind of like the same things. So there's really not like a butting heads. But I will definitely say music. I absolutely hate country. And
I like some country. I like some folk and some country.
And then I like pop music, and he absolutely hates it. So, yeah. I mean, we can agree on like headbanging music, and
she likes new metal. She likes new metal,
like 90s rock music,
90s rock,
90s
like
emo.
Yeah,
but other things we don't agree on.
Yeah. No, I can only do so much. Like whatever's popular right now. It's usually I kind of hate on it, but hey, to each their own. There's music for everyone out there. I'm just not the biggest pop music fan. Like they're going to run that Adele song into the ground, and that's just what they do. It's like they're like, it's a new song. Let's just play it every other song. It gets old, but I like how I ain't finna read that. It's like Peter Jackson it. I think that's going to be a thing from now on. I think that should be something we say when we're talking about.
I don't even know what that means.
That's what I said, because Peter Jackson is the director of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and he took like 1,000 pages worth of book, and he was like, you know what? Let's just make 3 4-hour-long movies.
Yeah, well, that's what you have to do. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I agree. Oh, here we go. Justin Goodrich with a what are some of your favorite books to read to the kids? Now, that is a good question. I would say
you like a lot of Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
And then I used to sell Usborne or Usborne or however you say it. So we got like a whole pack of those, and our 3-year-old really likes the ones that are interactive. Oh my Lord.
I was trying to like get the flash off of your face.
You're doing it the wrong way. You gotta do it this way. Like that.
There you go. But so she used to sell books.
She likes the interactive ones. So we have one that's about like boo-boos, like when you get boo-boos, and they actually have little Band-Aids that stick to the paper, and you take them off, and
she loves that book.
Keep doing it.
Yeah. The oldest.
Got her a few more of those, like brushing the teeth, and
she likes that one, The Things That Go.
Oh yeah. And now there's a new movie, or there's a new show on like Disney or
The Things That Go. Yeah. So
but our little one is still too little, but we just got her some board books that say like Halloween, like costumes. Bats.
Yeah, she pretty much eats them.
Yeah. But
so yeah, it's fun.
Chicka Chicka Boom Boom's a good one.
Oh, Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. Yeah. Will there be enough room?
Yeah. It's a good one.
Yeah. That's as they get older, there's gonna be more and more. And
we have like Junie B. Jones from like when I was little.
Goosebumps.
Yeah, what are the other ones you got? The hardcover ones.
Oh yeah, Hardy Boys.
Yeah. So we got a couple different ones.
We got a lot. They're gonna be reading a lot. Yeah. One of us is gonna have to go put a binky in at some point, so I can hear from here. So we'll do one more, and then one of us will break off, unless you want to.
I'll go do it real quick.
All right, cool. Brown Bear, yes. Justin commented that one. So we're pausing for a second because this is live. And this is why I can't do lives, because #dadlife, it gets pretty hard. So she's going to go put the binky back in the baby's mouth. But how's everybody's night going? Hope everybody's having a good weekend. And this was a little impromptu. I saw a couple other channels doing some Q&As, and I figured it had been a while. And I kind of breezed through 500, and I never really did anything for 500 when I hit it, because of all that stuff that was going on at the time that kind of caused a spike in my subs. So, which I appreciate, everybody. But yeah, so I figured let's do something fun, and I have never been able to get my wife on the channel, so here we are. Better late than never. So, but I hope everybody's having a good weekend, and hopefully I'll get some more reading done. Speaking of Goosebumps, which one is your favorite? Mine is How I Got My Shrunken Head. So the one that sticks in my head was the werewolf one, the Goosebumps with the werewolf. And I know I've been trying to slowly buy my daughters like them all. And I think I have 5 right now.
I don't know.
But There's
so many books on her.
Yeah. Did you ever read any of the Goosebumps?
Probably. I just don't really remember them as much. I remember like Junie B. Jones and Amber Brown.
You did like Junie B. Jones, you said.
So those are the ones I remember the most.
Yeah, I remember there was one that was like really dark about the kids at the camp, and I don't know if it's like Camp something Lake or whatever, but I remember that one being really dark and heavy for like a Goosebumps. It was like, I was like, wow, that was pretty messed up. I remember though going to the Scholastic book fairs, and I would leave with like whatever Goosebumps.
They don't have those anymore.
They don't do them anymore?
No.
They did them in Arizona when I was teaching there, or when I was the reading teacher, because I set it up. But you're right, I don't really see them locally. So I don't really know. But yeah, Goosebumps was the cat's meow. My mom would give me like $5, and I would like get as many books as I could. So this is from Mr. Morningstar. Does your wife's friends know about or watch your videos? And no, I don't think. Well, you know what though?
Well, at work, I've talked about how he has a channel because he does like the whole BookTube thing, and the one guy at work wants to start one for gaming or something. So we do talk about it.
Good luck with gaming.
That's saturated. Not really like my girlfriends.
Well, I was working at your cafe on the ice machine, and one of your coworkers was like, "You keep coming up in my."
Oh yeah, Donka. Yeah.
Yeah, she said you keep coming up in my recommended on Instagram, because I do have quite a bit of followers on Instagram, and it was like, I'm like, well, that's just weird. It's weird when people in your real life like come across it. You know what I mean? Without you telling them. That is weird. I'm kind of thankful that the channel is not bigger, because that's my dopey face for like 10 minutes at a time. That's not just one picture. The Instagram's easier to be like, oh yeah, I just post pictures of books. But like the talking for like half an hour at a time, that's a little weird. I mean, to people, to normies. So, and then there's like a second part. Does your channel come up at holiday dinners? And I would say my dad was actually kind of proud of me. I think my dad, honestly, the one time he was like, "You're doing his own thing." And he was like, I overheard him talking to somebody about it. I was like, that's kind of cool. And my mom sometimes watches my videos. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, that one's that one.
There's a question on there.
Oh, all right. Yeah, let's get caught up here. So we did the Goosebumps one. I wish my parents had bought me Goosebumps books when I was a kid. Yeah. I mean, I kind of bought them myself, and I don't know. My mom didn't really care as long as I was reading. I think she's a reader, my mother, so I would probably have got Iron Rain of Books. Definitely check out his channel. Check out all these people's channel. All these people have channels. So definitely go through the live chat and be checking these people out. My question is, favorite vampire book or movie? Favorite vampire book?
I definitely don't read vampire books, but I'd say my favorite movie, which is cliche, which is Twilight.
Yeah.
I watched all of them, but I never read the books.
Yeah.
I tried to start the book after I read the movie, and it's too hard to go back because then you're like disappointed that the movie missed details. So I was I can't do this.
I wouldn't talk about it on the channel all the time, but I read the first book in the Twilight series. In my opinion, the writing wasn't the writing. If I was going to review it today, I would knock the writing. It seemed like a new author. I think the movie's got a lot of success, and that's cool. I think it gets a lot of hate. I think it's entertaining. I think it's worth reading and watching. I mean, if you enjoy that. But I would say my favorite vampire book would be if Matherson's I Am Legend, if those are vampires. It's been a long time since I read that, but I remember them being not zombies and more like vampires. I could be totally mistaken, but I would say I Am Legend would be my favorite. And then I enjoyed the movie, even though it gets some hate too, because it doesn't follow the book that much. But yeah. So I don't know though. I need to do more. I want to read Anne Rice's series, Interview with a Vampire, and all those books. They're supposed to be like dark, but Spooky Noodles, good old Nick. And then there was another question there. So Mrs. Working Man reads, how did we meet?
I was a shift supervisor, whatever you want to call it, at Panera. And I always thought he was really cute, but he always had a girlfriend. And the thing that stuck in my head was that she was the one and he was going to marry her and all this stuff. So one day he came up to me while I was on the breakfast line, opening breakfast, while he was working on our ice machine. And he asked me if he should go to his friend's pig roast. And I was like, why are you asking me? Like, go ask your girlfriend and go. Like, why are you asking this question? He's like, funny story, we broke up. Yeah. So then he went about his day. I probably blushed because I was like, yeah,
you blew me off. She didn't even text me back.
And then he handed me his business card and said my personal numbers on the back.
It sounds really lame.
But I wasn't trying to be desperate, so I didn't text him. And then he's like, I texted him the next day asking him how the pig roast went, and he said, I didn't go because you didn't text me.
Yeah. What the hell is that?
So that's how we met.
She did the good old 24-hour wait to text thing, which I respect it, but I didn't get to go to the pig roast because I didn't want to fly solo. So whatever. It is cool though. It was more of an excuse to try to give my number to her, and it worked out. So yeah, I know. I agree. I ain't finna read that. It is stupid. She played it cool, and then we lost all. But you know what? It all worked out. You remember everything from like.
I do, and then he said
7 years.
He said I didn't go because you didn't text me, but my friend is having a bonfire tonight. Do you want to go? And I was like, sure. And then that was our first date. Was at his
was with my friends, a bunch of guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it worked out. You had some cojones showing up to a bonfire. With a whole bunch of respect. That's why she was super
well,
cool.
If your friends don't like me, then it probably wasn't going to work out.
No, they did like you. They were like, wow, she showed up here. And that's it. That's good to go. So that was pretty funny. And what is y'all's favorite subgenre? Now, this time do I have to explain that? Subgenre.
No, like my second favorite book that I like to read.
Well, no, like subgenres are within the genre that you read.
Oh, God.
So you don't read enough probably to really have a subgenre. But you like mom thrillers. Like relationships, like a little bit of drama.
I like drama.
Possible murder.
I like reading and watching drama because I don't want to have it in my own life. So.
Yeah, we're pretty non-drama in the suburbs. But yeah, I'd say like I have subgenres favorites in multiple different genres. Like I would say sci-fi, I like colonizations. Sci-fi, that's a subgenre. With horror, I like psychological and extreme. Hey, Juan, what's going on, man? So yeah, I would say it's like subgenres. Fantasy, I like grimdark or like classical. So have y'all watched Dune? No, I need to watch Dune. Like I know it's on HBO Max that I'm freeloading off of my mother, so we'll probably watch that. Hey, if you don't freeload your streaming services and then like share yours that you pay for with other people, I mean, what are we doing here? That's all I gotta say. You gotta. I mean, these companies make billions, right? Kings recognize kings and queens. Yes, Black Acre do. I agree. Yes, that's our thing because we hold it down here on BookTube. We're trying to have fun with it, you know. Some people take it too serious. I forget. I think we answered Juan's. So let's go back row. I'm just gonna make sure. Oh yeah, recommended books. So we just talked quickly about we're buddy reading this. That's why I'm like behind on all my readings. But we're reading Colleen Hoover's Verity together, and it's like she traditionally writes like romance. I would say.
I don't know. I haven't read any of her other books.
I think she traditionally writes like romance, and this one's more of like her venture into horror. But it's kind of like, I mean, it's definitely horrific in parts. It's good. It's dark, but it's more like I would like an extreme thriller, if that's a thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I stopped after a serious thing happened because I'm a mom and a lot of dark stuff as a mom in there. So
yeah,
I stopped for a little bit for a couple days, but I'll probably.
It's always a good book when you got to put it down for a second.
Yeah.
It's usually, honestly, when you're coming down to horror, that's what you want. You want to be like, you know what? All right, that's enough for today, and then you put it down.
Well, that's like when we watch one episode, and you're like, all right, I can't watch anymore.
That's heavy.
Well, then let me watch it by
myself. Some of these, I'm like, whoa, dang. I mean, what is he gonna do? You know? And then you just, yeah. I mean, Joe handles stuff. So, all right, let's see where we're at. I'm late to the party, so sorry, I've been asking it already. But what are your plans for Halloween? Are you guys dressing up? Great question. We are doing a family. Every year we try to do something family. So
well, we always try to do something couple or family.
Yeah.
So I think the first year we did a deer in headlights, and he was a deer and I was the headlights. So I wore a black dress and I like made like the road down my dress, and then I put two lights right there.
On the girls,
and then
yeah,
we've done a lot of stuff.
We've done a ton of them. We did the Red Riding Hood and the werewolf. That was fun.
And like he scratched my face.
Oh, that was in Arizona.
Yeah.
Forgot about that one. We were drinking.
But yeah, and then I was pregnant last year, so I was Winnie the Pooh, he was Tigger, and our 3-year-old was Piglet.
Yes.
And so this year we are doing superheroes because we've watched a couple of the superhero movies. So our 3-year-old is going to be Wonder Woman. Our baby is going to be Batgirl. I'm going to be Supergirl, and he's going to be Superman.
Yes. Because she wouldn't let me buy the $300.
Oh, no.
I was going to get a full Batman outfit, but like I wasn't going to go halfway. And I was going to get the full like cosplay outfit, and it was like handmade armor.
I told him he could go as far as
the mask.
And but then he can just DIY the rest of his outfit.
I didn't want to DIY. What was I going to do? Cut rubber and like make my own.
So
I don't work out enough to like pull it off.
So I'm actually making the baby's, mine and his costumes with my new Cricut, and then we bought our 3-year-old.
We do try to usually make all of our, which I think is cool. The coolest thing about you, because you're very hands-on. I'm a
crafty person.
Yeah, crafty.
Yeah,
she's crafty. She's just my type. Beastie Boys? No. All right. See, music.
not that one.
Not
I like
the
Beastie
same.
Boys, just not. I don't know what that.
Yeah, that's old school. But yeah, so we're doing that.
Yeah.
So now I'm Superman because I couldn't buy the $300. It was pretty cool though. Maybe later on I'll like go in and pop the screen on the picture on the screen. It would have looked legit. So, hi, Saf. How are you? I need to check out their channel. And then we got people commenting. That is wholesome AF. Yeah. I mean, we definitely are your typical, we have fun.
Yeah.
Family, Homemade Halloween costumes are super pure. Yeah, I agree. And that's what when we did it, and I was Georgie, and we went to that like couples thing, and everybody was like, "Oh, it's so cool!" And like literally, we spent like $20.
Yeah.
Just because you had to buy the makeup.
The makeup and then the skirt, but I'm gonna reuse the skirt for
Supergirl. Yeah. So we literally try to spend like $0 if we can. We'll just make everything ourselves. So, do you guys have a favorite studio? Oh man, I don't know what that is. Do you know what that is?
Gibby?
Yeah.
No, I don't know what that means.
I need to look that up. I'm bad. I'm so lame that I don't know. That's always the worst when you're on live and you're like, I don't actually know. I have to Google that later.
Well, they're probably gonna put it up there because you said you didn't know.
You know what? I have my phone. I have my phone. Let's look it up. Well,
by the time you look it up, they're gonna probably already post it.
Television commercial company. Oh, anime. Okay.
Oh my god, no, I was afraid of what is the one when we were kids. Kiki's Delivery Service or
yeah. I do know
what was
he's
the other
about.
one? Thumbelina. Oh my god, those ones were absolutely horrifying to me. So.
Yeah, Thumbelina was creepy though.
So no, I don't think I'll ever watch anything like that again.
I have recently been trying to get into anime and stuff with my buddy Peach. I've been doing that, and then I've been reading a little bit of manga and stuff. So I'll probably be starting to get back into that a little bit here and there. But it's also tough. But the reason why I like those things is because I can watch them around my eldest daughter, and they're not like bad. They're not like graphic or like cussing and stuff, which is good. So, Princess Mononoke and Howl's Moving Castle. That I remember that one. So I have seen these. Happens to the best of us. Yes, I'm just, you have brain fog every now and then, right? We're not perfect here. What's your wife's favorite book genre? Does she prefer another kind of media over books?
My favorite genre is thrillers. My favorite book, probably the After series because I read it so fast.
Yeah. What was that other one with is she independent?
Yeah, she's a self-published author, and she's coming out with a third book in like November. I'm actually an ARC reader, so that's cool. I'm going to read it before it comes out.
You could have a channel.
And it is the Forever series. So her name's Trinity Lem. You can look her up.
Shout out.
She's on every social media.
On all of them.
So yeah, I'm excited for the third book, but that's kind of like a teen thriller. Like she's more of like a young reader.
It's like YA.
Yeah, but it's definitely something to check out. And another kind of media. I mean, I like I said before, I like reading the books and then watching them on TV. I have a Kindle, but I'd rather have like a hard copy of a book. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, paperback. Yeah. Now, I don't know if anybody asked this. Paperbacks or hardcover? Do you have a preference?
Paperback.
Preference?
I don't like the paper that comes on a hardcover.
The dust jacket?
I just want to take it off.
So, that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah, I don't want it. So I would rather just have a paperback.
So you would read the naked hardcover?
I would read a naked hardcover, yeah.
Oh, wow.
But I don't like the thing.
I personally like paperbacks, and I like ones that'll fit in my pocket. Yeah. Like I like pocket-sized ones because I'll just like be walking around and they'll be in my back pocket. Like I like that. I like those size ones. So for sure. We need to watch these. They're like talking about it. The Forever series sounds interesting. Yeah, honestly, you should check it out. She loves it, and it's a lot of drama, a lot of like what is it about the Forever series?
Like a
no
teen,
spoilers, obviously.
A teen couple that goes through a lot of drama. Again, drama. It's like a thriller drama thing. And yeah, you like go through what the couple experiences through all the books. So,
I mean, she loved it. Like, she's been reading it all. She talks about it a lot, and I think it's cool that she's like an ARC reader.
Well, yeah, but she's
So.
she's a self-publisher.
Yeah, self-pub.
So you have to probably get her book through her.
It's on Amazon probably.
Yeah,
or
on
her
Amazon.
website.
I don't know, maybe.
It's just like probably all the stuff that I read. I read a lot of indie, so she probably is just published on Amazon. So, but you get ARCs.
Well, just this one. Well, yeah, the first one and then this one.
You can always reach out to her though.
Yeah.
The author, I'm sure. All right. Oh, we're reaching the end of the road here. There's a spicy one that when it got, yeah, I'm shaking the table here, but when it got commented, I was like, oh, this is going to get interesting. So has she read more since you started your channel? What is her favorite author, and have you read anything by her favorite author?
Have I read more since you started the channel? I would say yes, only because when you read, like, it kind of makes me want to read, and I always read, but never.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. It's kind of like when you see somebody reading all the time, it makes you say, like, I could read right now too, you know?
Yeah. But the problem is, so he's the type of person where he can read like 4 books at a time. I cannot. I have to
5 or 6.
I have to do like 1 at a time. Otherwise my brain gets confused on what's going on. And he also likes reading at night. And if I read when I'm tired, I will forget what I'm reading and I'll read the same page like 40 times. So I have to do it like in the middle of the day when the girls take a nap. So that's hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I literally am momming all day and then I go to work at night.
I can only read on the Kindle really at night anymore. So I think my eyes are getting more tired as I don't know, aging or fatherhood. I don't know what it is, but when I'm looking at a paperback, sometimes I'm like, I can't really do this right now. But so I'll usually read like physical books during the daytime, and then I'd say like Kindle at night. And I put it on dark mode or night mode or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
and then do I have a favorite author?
I would say your favorite authors I have not read.
No, because you don't like the same books.
Yeah, it would be I'll really out of my my comfort zone, which I would totally try anything. If she thought I genuinely would enjoy it, I would read it. But I don't think you would think I would enjoy the After series.
No.
So I probably wouldn't read it. Does that make sense? And it's not.
No, but I have a few that, like I said, I want to read before, which I already have the books, but I have to read them before I watch them on Hulu or whatever thing that it is. So if I do like them, then I might have him read it. I don't know.
You read the one, and that was on my Goodreads, and I never read it. But you didn't like it. Wasn't your favorite book.
What one?
What is it? The one by John.
Oh yeah.
By Mars.
That one. That was on your Goodreads.
But I think you 3-starred it.
Well, because I'm the type of person. Again, the book has to go in order, and in the one, it goes from person to person to person to person.
It's
and
multiple.
So in the beginning, like each chapter is a person, and it's a different person every chapter. So in the beginning, you're like, who is this and who is this? And so you read, after you read them for like 4 chapters, so you're reading like a bajillion pages at this point.
It's hard to connect to the characters because it's multiple.
Yeah.
That's my problem with A Song of Ice and Fire, is because there's like, so far, every time I try to start it, it's hard for me to like, I haven't watched the show, so I don't know the people. I wanted to read the story before.
Well, the show wasn't even connected. I told you that. That's why I wasn't interested in it at all.
Oh, the one. Yeah.
Yeah. The show that they have on, what was it? Netflix or something? I don't know. But it says it's related to the book, and it's absolutely not related to the book at all.
Yeah, she was salty. I was like, oh, so you're not watching it? And she's like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not good. So the show is better, he says. Hey, maybe we got to try it. Maybe we got to finish the story. He might be talking about Game of Thrones. Yeah, Game of Thrones, I heard the show is better. I had a problem with I know he's a fantastic author. George R.R. Martin. I'm not taking that away from him, but I did have a problem with the way he wrote. And I was like, I don't care about these characters. I don't know who they are yet. And I felt like I was thrown into the action a little bit too much. And that might be just my problem with certain fantasy types. And I like fantasy, but so yeah, let's see if I missed anything here. Thoughts on reading a book and listening to the audiobook at the same time? I do that. I do that 100%.
Yeah, I am the type of person where I think listening to an audiobook is cheating. So I will never listen to it.
Oh my God.
I will never listen to an audiobook.
I'm watching people unsubscribe. No, I'm just kidding. That's good. It's a fair criticism.
Personal opinion. Yeah. I just don't like it. And to me, it's like, so I'm I was a teacher and I probably will go back into teaching, but it's like when someone's talking and if you're not actually reading the pages to go along with it, I don't think that it counts. I think you have to go with the book if you're listening to it.
In the sense of, does it count as reading with your eyes and your mind?
Reading a book and listening to the audio at the same time. Yes, I think that's reading. Fine, that's reading. But if you're not reading the book, I don't think it's.
But I do have to say, like, there's certain people.
You're just listening to someone talk.
Yeah.
Which is.
Yeah, but there's certain people that will never pick up a book and read it. So if they're going to take in the media, if they're going to listen to the story, and that's the only way they're going to take in that story, then go for it. Because, like, my buddy Peach will not sit down and read a book, but he will listen to, like, 3 audiobooks a week. And good for him.
That's how you can get through books quicker, though, and I think that's my problem is I don't want to listen to somebody talk. Half the time they're monotone, and that's the problem. I lose interest.
Yeah, I agree.
So
I turn that stuff up to like 2.0. I let them fly through that. Oh, Noah's here. How's it going? Everyone who reads it must converse. How's it going, man? I still need. I'm falling behind here.
They're all just saying hi to Noah.
Oh yeah, because Noah's the best. He's the greatest. That guy's awesome. Game of Thrones, I still need to try. Yeah, me too. I picked that book up multiple times.
Not listening to someone talk, listening to someone tell you a story.
Yeah, that's what I agree with that. It's kind of like when you were growing up and your teacher was reading you a book.
Did you ever really listen to the book? Or were you thinking about 20 other things that you had to do that day? That's the real question of the day. You're not actually listening to the story when you're 5 years old. Let's be honest.
We got her going, guys. We got her going. We got her. Not only did we get her on the channel, we got her fired up.
But I'm a math person. Half of the students I had never listened to me because they don't like math. So it's like a thing. If you don't like listening to someone tell you a story, you're not going to listen.
I'm pro audiobooks, guys. I'm pro audiobooks. Yeah, the voice actor makes or breaks the audiobook. 100%. 100%. I love, especially when I'm trying. Yeah. I agree with that. When you're tired, you're going to bed, you listen.
But I listen to a TV show when I go to bed, and you absolutely hate it.
I don't like the TV on at night. Yeah.
Reading is mad faster than audiobook? I guess it depends on how interested you are in the book.
Yeah. Well, Noah can hammer some books. Like that man reads. He reads way more than I do. Hey, Jeremy, what's going on, man? Hey, I love you too, Noah. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, brother. I didn't listen to a second of The Giver when my teacher read. Yeah.
Team anti-audiobook. So see, there are people.
Oh, see, there you go. I mean, there's people out there. I think it goes. I see your point that it's not like a real way of like reading physically the book. I agree with you. I can't even argue that.
So I gotta ask you. We're very different people.
Yeah, this is us. We're totally cool. Like this is just us. This is how we talk.
Yeah, we grew up very different. So yeah.
So that's what makes it fun, though.
But opposites attract. So.
Exactly. I agree. All right. This is another spicy one, though. This is awesome. How has BookTube changed you? This is from the Codex Cantina. How has BookTube changed you? Could be both pros and cons. So I would say the pros are the community, the people that I've met, the interaction, the fact that like I feel like I'm interacting with like friends. I needed more friends, I would say. I think everybody needs more friends. I've definitely read more now that I've joined the community. I have enjoyed that. It has been fun to see everything grow and to get into that. I would say the cons were like the situation I had with a certain booktuber that is now gone. I would say like people like that.
Why are you calling people out?
Oh no, I called him out on a video. It's huge. That's my biggest video. Unfortunately, I wish like a book review was my biggest video, but it's not. You didn't even know about it. I didn't even tell her any of this, but whatever. It's over with. Although he has started a new channel. Shout out to his new channel. I'm not even going to say it because a lot more people deserve more followers than that guy. But I would say that. I would say like the pettiness or like running into somebody who could be like a sociopath or like a person who is, like conceited beyond belief. And I would say the problems like that. And also the stress of it. There's actually a little bit of stress that comes along with BookTube where you feel like you have to read a certain amount or it almost comes to be like a job a little bit, which you don't want it to get that way. And if it does, you have to take a step back. So, which I've said that 1,000 times, but yeah, like, oh yes, the situation. Yeah, I'm glad it's over, but there's way more pros than cons. And if you are on the fence about starting a channel and you're one of the people watching, definitely start a channel. It's definitely worth it. Tons of fun. I agree. Read the book. So I think I'm in the minority here with the audiobook situation. Good for that. All right.
Both of those things don't sound good to me, but enjoy.
What?
Sushi or ramen.
Oh.
I've never had ramen in my life, so I guess I can't really say anything, but yeah. I don't like seafood, but enjoy your sushi.
I freaking love sushi. So John,
I know you do.
You and I can eat sushi sometime. So just wanted to stop out. Yeah, I know you're probably busy, man. I appreciate you, John. Thank you for stopping by. I owe you next live you do. We'll have to do it together or something. Yeah, there's a million. Yeah, I agree. Thankfully for one bad apple, there's a million amazing and awesome people. Yeah, no, I agree. There really is. I would say for every bad apple, which there's been a couple along this 1.5 year road that I've been on BookTube, I would say there was a couple that were really bad, maybe 3. And those people they weed themselves out. And that's a beautiful thing because they just can't survive. They can't survive it. So never. Yeah. I don't think I ever have either. Yeah. See you, John. Thank you. I like audiobooks, especially while driving. It's just slow as hell. I definitely read it on 2.5 and I listen to audiobooks at work. It helps with getting through the day. So that's why I like audiobooks. All right. What book have you read that one of you loved and the one? All right. Yeah. That Sarah MG Reads asked that question. I guess we're going to see how the book we're reading right now ends. And then we did want to read Baby Teeth at some point. So, all right. Pax Panic asks, what about a book she thinks the world should read? What do you think the world should read, honey? What is the one book, if you could put it on the reading lists of mostly people that read the same stuff as you, what would they want to read?
What's that book I read as a kid? By Dave Peltzer.
Dave Peltzer? I didn't read books in school.
A Child Called It.
Oh.
That's the one I think.
Yeah.
Read.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. I would say along the same lines, I think the emotional heavy books, I think people should read because it reminds you of like what we are surrounded with. So I would say The Girl Next Door by Jack Ketchum. I don't think everybody can read it, but I think everyone should subject themselves to that. Yeah. And it's along that same line. Yeah. Horrible. I'll never forget that book. It was terrible. And now a lot of people are reading it on BookTube. I've seen like 4 or 5 people that have just dropped reviews for it. And I'm like, that is terrifying. I feel bad for them. But you should read it if you want to. I love I usually don't go this long. That's why I can't talk anymore. That's why my videos are like 5 minutes long. I love BookTube. Honestly, yes, there are problems, but lately for me, it's been more good than bad. I 100% agree, Dauntless. I agree. It's been great, actually, the last couple months, and I've been just going at my own pace. It's been awesome. Bookbound says, BookTube has brought me way more ups than downs. I love having the creative outlet. Yeah, I agree, 100%. And it's fun because literally no one is watching this video unless they like books. So you tend to not deal with the negativity. How's it going, Monster Blood? So, well, we'll probably wind it down.
You had one more question on Instagram.
Oh, I did have Instagram ones. Good job, honey. See, you could have a channel. I'm over here forgetting Instagram. Let's see. All right. Oh, okay. So Elizabeth Sagewood, shout out to her. She is awesome. She says, does your beautiful wife love horror? Is it something you enjoy together? Well, we've kind of touched on it. I would say we like watching horror movies together more than like she reads it. And then Emily Terry, she asked how we met. We did tell that story earlier. Yeah. It's a lot of fun. I basically picked up one of the customers.
Yeah.
In a brief synopsis style. Yeah. So not recommended in 2021 to hit on anyone in a workplace, but it worked out. I was polite and respectful, and she did give me a text message the next day. So that's all that really matters. Can you listen to the audiobooks while you are actually working on equipment as opposed to driving? You and I are in the same trade, and even washing a condenser, I have to concentrate on what I'm doing. Nice. Greg X. Shout out to you, HVAC. I respect it. So I usually don't really listen to it per se, like when I'm doing a job where I need to listen just for safety reasons. But yeah, mostly when I'm driving. I will do it sometimes if it's like if I'm changing filters or I'm just performing a PM and I don't, well, even then though, I'll only do one earbud because sometimes you want to hear like what the unit's doing, compressor, you hear any noises, anything from the, motors. We're getting technical here, but yeah, like anything like that. Sometimes I do need to hear. I agree with you. You do need to hear, but
don't forget to answer that question.
Oh, there was a question there. All right. So thank you. You could read it.
Remind them what The Girl Next Door is about.
Okay. Oh yeah, Bookbound. Remind me what The Girl Next Door is about. So The Girl Next Door is like a coming of age story where a group of friends kind of meet this young girl who has recently moved in with a woman who hopefully right now is rotting in hell, and basically abuse ensues on the young girl, and a lot of dark things happen, and the young boys are kind of too young to know what's really going on or what to do about stuff that they're seeing or experiencing. It's a tale of deep sadness for that person, and it's based on a true story. The girl in the story, it's based on a true story. So that's super messed up. Yeah, our boy Josh got game. No. It worked though. I got her. That's all that matters, right? Now you can still pull it off. Yeah. I love how people with different tastes and literary genres can get together and have fun at the same time. Yeah, that's awesome about BookTube and in our relationship. Like we have very different opinions on everything, and it just works. So, yeah. I think we've got all the questions.
Yeah. Unless any of these people have questions.
Any last questions? We're rounding up on an hour here, so we'll probably get off here soon. But if there's anything anybody wants to ask at the end here, and thank you to my wife for finally coming on Working Man Reads channel and making an appearance. And we might do some like joint book. Ask Huey. Juan. Oh my God.
Wow, you need to.
I started to say plagued by visions, and I said Juan and plagued at the same time, and it was Hueged. So that's what happened. But yeah, ask away, man. I know you asked earlier, and She's
thank
awesome.
you.
I'm subpar at best. If we were going on a 1 out of 5 stars rating for me as a whole, I'm a solid 3. I'm a solid 3. Middle of the road. So, what your favorite TV show and why is it The Wire? We have not watched The Wire.
No, we have not.
I have heard things about it. I would say, what is our favorite show? That's a great question.
Are you talking like Netflix, or are you talking like TV show that you watch weekly, like old school?
Old school.
Because like Netflix, we
Yeah.
have a million, but like we're talking about watching something weekly, like on the standard TV stations, probably The Voice.
We do watch The Voice together. I know. We do. And it's fun. I like it.
We have the team, we have the app, so we make our own teams.
Yeah, there's
and
an app.
We try to see who can go further based on what we think.
Last year I won.
Yeah.
This
year I'm doing better.
Yeah, I know. When it comes down to like almost like a gambling thing, like fantasy football or things like that, I'm very into that. Like I will, if you give me a team and I'm building a roster to win, I will do whatever I can to win. We're both very competitive. That's something that didn't get touched on.
Yeah.
And in seriousness, like I'll be laid back in the situation, but I still want to win.
What happened the other day? Something happened the other day, and I was mad at you because it was. What happened?
I don't know. Oh, at the meat raffle, you were mad at me, but there was other things too.
Other things.
No, yeah, she's like super competitive, like way too competitive.
I'm Polish. What do you expect? Okay?
But all of a sudden, she'll be like, "Are you serious? You got to do like, what are you doing? Like, we need to win this." And I'm like, "Honey, we're at like an intramural basketball or something, you know? We'll have a meat raffle, and like, if I get numbers that are too close to each other, she's like,
yeah, I can't do it.
You can't do that."
No, you can't have 13 and 14. You gotta have like 13 and like 47.
But there's only a certain amount of numbers. Okay, it's math. I get you want to be on different sides of the. I get you, but yeah, I forget totally what we were talking. Oh, favorite shows though. Yeah, we also watch you. We watched
the Great British Baking Show.
Great British Baking Show.
Of course, I started watching it myself, and then he comes in. And
it's
he's
pretty
like, "Oh, that's
entertaining.
pretty cool. That I want to make. Why don't you make that?"
Honestly, if you've ever not watched the Great British Baking Show, it's a fantastic show.
Yeah,
I love it. It's the best. You're sitting there and you're like, I would eat that. You know, I like to think about what I would do to the pastries. That's what I like to think about. But well, that sounded weird. But yeah, so she's gonna be making a bunch of that stuff. So we watch a lot of that. We watched Supernatural for like. We still have to finish it, but we watched like what, 12 seasons?
Yeah, I don't know.
We watched like 11 seasons of it, and we still have to finish it, but we've gotten sidetracked.
Yeah.
That was our longest watched.
Probably no Survivor.
Survivor, yeah, we watched quite a bit of those.
And The Challenge. Those are also ones we like.
The competition.
Yep.
I'm noticing a trend. See what I'm saying? So, all right. Well, hopefully we were a good amount of laughs at the very least, and some good responses here to the questions that were posed. So, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for checking in, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday night.
Or in
Sunday. Yeah, if you're Ken in Japan, shout out to that. Yeah. Anything you want to say?
Thanks for having me. Thanks for your questions.
Yeah. Maybe we'll have her back on and she can review some of her favorite Yahoo sending us messages. Maybe she can review some of her favorite books. But thank you guys. Until next time, this has been Working Man Reads. Don't work too hard.
You couldn't even